Hi folks, we've got an absolutely fantastic guest here today. We've had him on before, Paul Knight. Brendan, it's an honour to have him back, isn't it?
Well, it is an honour to have Paul. He's a real achiever in my book.
Yes.
And the last time we filmed you, Paul, was outside Broadmoor security prison, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah, outside the hospital.
Fill us in with what's happened since then, because I know you've been on a journey since then and you've been working hard. So where are you up to now on your
Well, I've
journey?
published my book,
High security,
High Risk, Memoirs of an Ex-Broadmoor Patient. It's on Amazon at the moment. It's doing very well.
Fantastic. Did you enjoy writing the book?
It was 10 years in the making, but it took me 2 years to write it.
Yes.
I wrote it myself, no ghostwriter.
What was your inspiration for the book? What did you want to get out of the book, Paul? Was it to help clear a load of stuff in your mind? Was it to make you feel better, or was it just something that you wanted for other people to learn from?
Well, the journey that I've been on wasn't your usual journey of people going into a hospital. For people that don't know, I started off in a low secure for a 3-day respite, which ended up me being sectioned for attacking my psychiatrist on day 2, taken out by Riot Police, and within a space of a few months, I went from low secure to medium secure, where they said they couldn't manage me, so sent me to Broadmoor, where I ended up for 10 years.
Can I ask a question? What was it like that moment when you first went through the doors of Broadmoor? Because, I mean, it's a pretty interesting place, isn't it? I mean, it's a bit sinister and everything. How did you feel?
I didn't feel anything. I was numb. I was very drugged up. Like, I had liquid cosh, you know, what commonly known as a liquid cosh. Plus I was double handcuffed, 6 staff, a secure vehicle, and I thought, I don't belong here. I ain't committed a crime. Because at the time I hadn't committed no crime. I was on Section 3. Anyone can get a Section 3.
What is a Section 3, just for the people who don't know, Paul?
Basically, it's a section that anybody can get. You get a Section 2 for 28 days and then a Section 3 for 6 months in a local hospital even. If you're unwell.
And this is under the Mental Health Act,
Under the Mental Health Act, yes.
Is that because you've been violent or you've had outbursts?
No, anyone can get on a Section 3.
A Section 2 is a bog standard 28 day.
28-day assessment.
So you was already excelling getting a Section 3, weren't you? At 60
I
days?
went in for a 3-day respite.
Oh.
Literally as an informal patient.
Oh, so you sort of went in informal
To check out my medication.
Yeah.
To get my medication reviewed.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, I've been on medication since the age of 18.
Can I ask, well, what would happen if you came off the medication?
Good question, Liam.
Well, that...
I wouldn't say that. I think I would deteriorate, not rapidly, slowly.
When you had the issues before, Paul, and what we were just talking about before we started, and you was having that time when you come over and to our house, and had you come off your medication at that point?
No, the doctors couldn't understand it. It was I was on medication, but I think I was under a lot of stress.
Right.
Like my relationship at the time, under a lot of stress. Like I have a diagnosis of emotionally unstable personality disorder, dissocial personality disorder, and I've been recently diagnosed with ADHD. So really, like in my book tells the whole story from early age.
When did you first start feeling that things weren't right? Were you seeing things? What were you just mood swings? As a child?
As a child?
Yeah.
He was 2, I think.
Disruptive.
Really?
Disruptive.
Yeah.
I was very disruptive. Okay. My headmistress, I was taken out for 8 weeks out of school for my behaviour, And when me and my mum went back, and she said, Paul's either getting out in prison or get stabbed. And both has happened to me in my life.
Yeah. So you don't worry at all now that you could get an outburst now?
No.
You feel you're all right?
Stable, mentally stable.
Can I clear up something with you, Paul?
Yeah,
because in your book you tell a lot of stories of your journey, but the fact for you was you'd actually ended up in Broadmoor without committed a crime.
Yes, I committed a crime while I was in there.
But you hadn't committed a crime to be sent there?
No, I attacked a nurse, or nurses.
What, when you was in Broadmoor?
No, in the low secure.
Right.
In 2002, February 2002, I went into a low secure unit in Taunton in Somerset for a 3-day respite to even out my medication. Day 2, I attacked my consultant and beat him bad. Right, so automatically they sectioned me on day 2. The doctor had to be out of hospital treatment, but it was okay.
And why did you attack him, Paul? What was your motivation, if you like? Or can you remember?
One.
You just don't know why you attacked him.
That's such a great answer,
Impulsive.
Brendan. You just said didn't have one.
Yeah, didn't have one.
Impulsive.
Impulsive, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's a word.
And I attacked my doctor, and then after that I was put into the seclusion room. There had to be about 6 to 8 staff to come in, give me a jug to piss in, and a sandwich. They injected me with liquid cosh, which put me out all night. And then after a while, and I had to, every time they came in the room, these 8 staff, minimum of 8, you could call it an 8-man unlock. So I had to sit there on the bed with my hands under my legs. Every time they came in the room, they injected me 3 times in 3 days. And I sit there on the bed, my hands under like that.
So Paul, you're very
cool.
emotional about that. Is that because you're reliving that experience and how terrible
Yeah,
it was?
yeah, right in the book, I've relived it, plus my mum's died recently.
Yeah.
So that has affected me a lot. So if I get emotional, I apologise.
No, it's nothing. I mean, you would be emotional after the experiences that you've had. And also, anybody losing their mother, it can be absolutely terrible, can't it?
But what happened, if I can, explain. Once I compose myself now. I'm back to Paul. Right, Paul's back. Right. So, after a while, I was allowed out with 4 staff around me at arm's length into a little courtyard to have a smoke. And the doctor that I attacked said, first of all, before that, said put him on no stimuli, which means that no one was allowed to talk to me. Not even staff were allowed to talk to me, or patients, or no one. So one day I came out and they said to me, I was in the courtyard having a smoke with my 4 staff, and they said, Paul, doctor's coming on the ward, got to go back to the seclusion room. And I thought, fuck it. So I'll calm down on the swearing, Liam, because I know you.
That's right, that's cool. Yeah.
I thought,
Fuck it.
Fuck it. I said, nah, I ain't going back. And these 4 staff, they looked at each other and they weren't expecting it. I've been compliant. And they're looking at me and they went, what? I went, fuck yeah, I'm not going back. And they went, look, come on. I said, no, I'm not going back. And then one of them went off. And then the unit is connected to another unit, an open unit, you know, like where people go for respite, where depression, or not on section, open door where they can come and go as they please. And then about 12 staff appeared. And then it escalated pretty quickly. And one of them, while I was fighting with them, even though I was still drugged, remember I was drugged up on the liquid cosh and all the medication I was on, the lorazepam, diazepam, you name it, I was on it.
All sorts of pans.
All sorts of yeah. And they were wrestling me and I was fighting with them. And one of them got me round, tried to do a nose bar on me, like that. And his hand slipped like that and I bit a chunk out his arm. And I actually had, I don't know if this is right for YouTube, but I actually had bits of his flesh in my teeth.
He will do if you bite him, yeah.
Because what they're meant to do, apparently in that situation, they're meant to push. He didn't, he pulled. They didn't charge me or anything with the assault at the time, or the ABH on the man's arm. I'd do a blood test because I'd done drugs in the past. He stood over me while they took blood from me to do a blood test to see if I had AIDS or HIV, which that's degrading in itself. You know, I'm not that sort of man. And then a couple of days later, all calmed down. I'm still drugged up on the liquid cosh. And they said, we'd like to come in, Paul, sit down, put your hands under your legs. And I said, fuck you. Next person that comes in here is going to get the jug of piss. And they,
Do you want to stop? Yeah, let's stop for a bit.
remember that at the time this was an roughly about, we'll call it eight-man unlock, eight-man team. Paul, sit on your arm, sit with hands under your legs so we can give you your sandwich, so feed me sandwiches, and empty your jug of wee, what they called it, urine.
Mm-hmm.
And I stood up and I held the jug and I said, first one that comes in here is going to get it. The jug of wee, jug of piss.
And do you think all of this, Paul, is this a result of the medication or a result of you being...
No, I was
what is the actual root
it
cause?
completely spiraled out of control, Brendan.
Right.
Literally, the whole, from a 3-day respite doing 10 years in Broadmoor, the whole thing just spiraled out of control. I'm just starting from the beginning. Do you get what I mean? What's in the book is everything from my childhood to tilt high risk.
But I'm saying that particular episode there, what do you think?
That episode
was it the amount of men coming at you that angered you more?
No, it wasn't that at all. No, I could handle that.
Was it just your head?
Yeah, I was just going to war.
Well, I was going to ask, when you've been under the influence of all of those drugs, how does it inhibit you when you're trying to fight off 8 guys? I mean, are you...
It's very hard. It's very hard. Because your your muscles are very relaxed. And your mind is very dopey.
Yes.
You don't feel like fighting. you actually feel, so you don't feel mellow.
No.
You feel literally sort of like just boxed in.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I'll get to the next bit.
Mm-hmm.
So next minute, they called the police. But they didn't call us a car. They called Riot team. Two vans. 4 in each van, 8-man team of Riot, full Riot gear. And I'm standing there still, and one of them was looking through and he said, Paul, we know you're unwell. Which I was. But do you really want to do this? And before I knew it, before I even had a chance to say anything else, the door just crashed open. And they just crashed me with the shields. Cuffed me, injected me, and sorry, I will. I'll get my head together.
No, look, there must be so much damage mentally from what you've gone through. So this is hardly surprising.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, it's just start. More of it in the book was hard to write. Some of it very hard to write. Like when I say the solicitor.
Was it a good idea to write the book? Because obviously, like when I've seen you before,
I knew that I had a story to tell that not many people have been through.
No.
And I don't really wish people to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
So really, your main thing is it's obviously helping you clear some of your demons out, Paul, by talking about it.
My life's
you
good.
look back at this interview and feel better afterwards because
my life's good now. I'm married.
Yeah.
I have stepchildren, I have grandchildren who I see regularly, I see them every week. I live for my family and I love my family and I'm a family man now. Back then, I was a very dangerous man and I openly admit it.
Can I say, because we do want people to really buy this book because it's an absolutely fantastic book. We have done, Brendan and I, we've done interviews with Paul before, where we've covered a lot of the sort of main things like the people that he was in with, so which we probably won't go over today, but we ought to just tell us to Paul, because people will want to buy it, the type of people that were in there with you.
Yeah, cool. So Peter Sutcliffe, Kenny Erskine, Stockwell Strangler, James Saunders, who I've never spoke about. James Saunders, the Wolfman, I was on the ward with him. I've never spoke about him on podcasts or in my book. Why? So because I don't believe he deserves it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you were and the guy that tried to
Pete Bryan,
the
cannibal,
the one went after Princess Anne.
Yeah, Ian Ball. Yeah. Funny enough, he's out apparently.
Do you ever meet up with anybody?
No, I tell you why. Funny enough. Since I've been gone viral on TikTok and on the Facebook, people have contacted me that knew me from the medium secure units I've been in and said, well done, we're glad that you're doing really well and we're pleased.
Do you know, Brendan, we ought to have like a little 2 or 3 of them sitting around.
This is your life.
Yeah.
But it is a crazy thing because I even had to say to it on one comment, I won't mention their name or nothing, but I did say, I do apologise if I attacked you.
If I've ever thrown piss on you, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, getting back to that, if I could get back to that.
Yeah.
When they took me out of there into the car, they boxed me in with shields. They didn't just handcuff me and take me, there you go, we're taking you. They call it boxed in.
What, in a car they do this or a van?
No, walking to the car.
Oh, right, walking to it, yeah.
Coming out the room.
So they have a shield.
4 shields. Two shields there, 2 shields there, me in the middle.
Right.
So I'm literally, it's called boxed in.
Yeah.
and I was blue lighted to the Taunton police station. And I spent 3 days in the police cell, and it was hired out by the mental health. They hired the cell, so the police had nothing to do with me. I had 2 nurses outside feeding me medication through the hatch, and the only time that the police would come in, the officers, in the police station, was to feed me, and that'd be 5, maybe 6 staff. And then they come and said that we're going to take you to Exeter prison. And I said, through the hatch, I said, because first of all, Securicorps, who run the sweat boxes, they call them, they refused to take me. I said, we ain't nothing to do with him. So the head of the Shield, the main team leader of the Shield team, said, we need to take you to Exeter Prison Hospital Wing. Not because I'd been charged, but because they had nowhere else to put me. And we are taking you. The Shield team were taking me. And I said to them, you got me in this cell, you fuckers get me out. And I stood there. I was a big man. I was bigger than what I am now. I was about 17, 18 stone, solid. And I said, look, Paul, we don't want, but we are taking you regardless. And so I backed down on that one. And they come in, double cuff me, fully kitted up in riot gear. I went into Exeter, as you go into a prison, most people go into a reception area, get changed, have their belongings taken off them. None of that for me.
Did you have any belongings with you though?
No, but in my own clothes. And I didn't go through reception. They took me straight. The healthcare of Exeter Jail is part of the prison, but it's a separate block. They parked up outside.
But you, in their eyes, Paul, you was a high risk prisoner, a bit of a VIP in your own way, weren't you? So
they treated me like a Cat A. They escorted me in a Cat A status.
There you go. So that's why you
that
wouldn't
blue
have
light
had,
in front of the car stopping traffic. The shit.
Yeah, that's why you wouldn't have had them sort of privileges of handing your stuff in and being addressed like that.
Yeah, of course. But
you're a bit of a VIP in that
when
way.
you got to think about it, I'm only me. I'm only Paul.
Yeah.
I'm not no high profile criminal.
No, but mentally at the time you were a high risk mentally in their eyes, weren't you? And you yourself were saying you were
I was very high
a big
risk.
strong man, very powerful. But so that they were having
they were taking no chances.
Yeah.
Do you have like a voice in your head that's sort of like another voice that comes in and says, right, I've got to attack this person? Or
none of that. It's just literally sort of like, as I say, when I was going to war with them for no reason. Literally in my head it was like, this has spiralled this far and I still ain't finished.
That's just the start, wasn't it?
That was a start, yeah.